All right, let's take a look at this box. Okay, so it is 17 by 15 by 7. It is, of course, not as long as lunar or diamond boxes, but there is a difference. You can pick it up with two hands. It's not small enough where one driver can grab it and throw it around. It has to be picked up with two hands. Another bonus is it's a little bit lighter. Well, it's a lot lighter, actually, than a diamond or a lunar box. But it's got the right width that you got to two-hand it. That's what she said. I had to say that. But you have to two-hand it. It's beautifully, I mean, the way they stack, everything seems really nice with it. So let's open it up so you can see how they're packing it. So this is something that I love, okay, compared to the others. Lunar does do a bubble lining around the edge of their box. But they are using the same, Penguin is using the same packing paper they used for the little boxes, which they were kind of forced to use. But really protecting all the way around, you see? With your little, I wanted to say, thank you, Vaishali R. But as you can see, this protects the entire, I'm going to cover this, outside. That is so important. No movement, okay? And if there is crushing or damage, you've got well over an inch on all sides, maybe 2 inches. So let me pull out this internal box. Okay, here's where it gets interesting. This is the internal box, okay? It is 14 by 11 by 6. Now, for you retailers out there, a diamond internal box is 1411 by 7. It's an inch taller. A lunar internal box is 1411 by 8. Okay? So it's an inch shorter. It won't have as many books in there, but it is the exact same dimensions, length and width, as a lunar and diamond internal box. Okay? Let me open this. I gotta admit, I'm pretty excited right now, you guys. Okay, so we have the extra bubble. They're putting a top on each one of these, which I think is good. And you have the splitter, which lunar and diamond have. They usually don't do this. Okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to unbox the whole thing that I have. All right? Really quick, not on video. And I'm going to give you results in regard to damages. I think this is a huge move, and we have all been praying for this. I've always been one to comment about this stuff as fast as I can because I think it's super important. So let me go ahead and unbox everything, look at everything, and I will let you know my final thoughts. All right, guys, I finished my pre-screening. There are a couple points I'm going to make. Overall, very happy. I'm going to show you. I will say this. I showed someone's name. This guy. It's backwards for me. It says Vaishali R. You did a great job. There was one box in the 4 boxes that I got that didn't have one of these, and I could tell it wasn't packed by this guy because the box was in the corner of the bigger box, and the wrap was only on three sides of the 4 instead of being all the way surrounded by packing paper. So I don't know who did that, but good job. He did perfect. I gotta say I was really pleased. First of all, the unpacking time was so much faster because before you had the little boxes and it took absolutely forever to unpack all those boxes. This took me a couple minutes. Then I separated, then I pre-screened. Here's a portion of the books, and I am going to ask of Penguin something since I know you're going to be watching this video. There's something I want to ask of you, and a lot of my customers want as well, but we'll get to that in a minute. Out of all the books that I got, now I have a whole nother table on the other side, I had 11 damages from you. As you can see, one of these was in there. There are some ticks from bending or whatever. 11 damages is amazing. Okay. Then I had 7 printing error damages, which is not your fault. You see here? You can see these different printing errors on the printing errors. That's something different. That's not your fault. This, I'm guessing, the 11 was your fault. Now, I'm talking hundreds and hundreds of books here. That is a huge difference. What you've done now is saved your packages from getting damaged because you went with an internal box and a bigger box with bigger weight. I know we had I'd done a video probably a year and a half ago when you first shipped out your first comics, kind of commenting and telling you what you could probably do, and you did update and change over the year. But this is it. This is finally this is it. I don't know what else to say. You did it. I'm so happy. Now, there is something I want to talk to you about, and hopefully I won't forget. If something else comes up in a second, I will show you. There is something I wanted to talk to you about, though, that maybe you, as a distributor, can help us with. There are certain comics that are being published by Marvel that are having a defect. This is not, I mean, yes, it's damaged, but it's a printer thing. It's because of the paper, okay? All the books have this, all of them. So specifically High Republic, some of the Spider-Man 2099s, there are certain ones. I believe Captain Marvel has them. There are certain books. The main problem here is that this Star Wars High Republic book is filled with good stuff for collectors and things like that. First appearance and stuff like that. And the run has been these defects on them, on all of them. And at first I got replacements from you guys, and I realized this was how the books were printed. So if there's any way that you guys can reach out to Marvel and say, hey, we're kind of concerned about certain paper quality on some of the books, and you can find them easily by looking, and saying, is there any way that you can, print them on another type of paper that doesn't have it, without the problems? I mean, there's probably about 7 or 8 issues throughout Marvel's current productions right now that have this weird defect that I just showed. So I am hoping you might have a connection to talk to them about that and bring that up with them, because as collectors and everyone, it's hard enough with damages. Now you guys know what you're doing. You're doing everything right. Well, I'm super excited. It makes me feel really good. But there's stuff that both of us are having a problem with in that Marvel paper. So if there's any way someone over there can reach out and talk to somebody at Marvel about it, that would be awesome for us. And we appreciate what you've done. I want to say thank you. This changes everything for me at my store, at least in regard to how many damages I'm claiming. Now I feel secure, more secure, and I don't have to order as much, even though that's something that you might want. I always order over because of the shipping thing. Now I don't have to anymore. I think that this box and the way you packed it is about equivalent to Lunar. So you guys are in the one spot with Lunar now. Diamond number 2. I haven't really been having much problems with anybody anymore. But yeah, from a lot of damages to 11 actual damages through shipping, packing, that is huge. So I want to say thanks, Penguin. You did a great job, and that's my report. Goodbye.